Hello guys, yeah, we're doing something a little bit different today. It was actually a totally unplanned mission. I was busy in my garage repacking tackle and stuff. Gerard Groenewald from Mulloway Charters rocked up at my house and we had a coffee there, and he said, yo, why don't we go down to the breede and have one or two throws for a KOB and a grunter on the light stuff. And I said, yo, well, I've got some spare time, so let's go. So yeah, here we are. Yeah, Gerard is there in the back. He's having a throw already, so I'm really excited. Gerard is an absolute specialist when it comes to the Breede River, and you guys should check out his Facebook page. Catches monster KOB in this river, and yeah, guys, I'm really excited. Let's get a bait in that water.
Partykeer jag hulle die harels hier teen die kant. Ja, kyk wat gebeur in die stootwater. Waar hy stoot, soos hy op stoot verby die punt. Dan maak hy 'n eddy. Ja. En ek lyk met die stootwater hier hang of al omdat hy eddy so hy stoot die harels verby en hy vang die eddy en kom die harels hier verby en dan stoot hy die harels weer uit en hy bly hom maal.
Yes. The eddy is good. Guys, you'll see I'm throwing a 1-ounce jig head with a orca paddle tail. It is a dark colored soft plastic, and it is overcast, and the watercolor is really dark and it's really dirty, so the darker colors tend to work much better in a low light conditions. So what I'm just doing is I'm throwing it out, letting it sink to the bottom, and then there's different retrieves that you can do, but usually in the estuaries what I do is just 1 or 2 flicks up and let it drop down to the bottom again, and you just continue at the same pace, and every now and then I'll just make sure that I'm close to the bottom still, and I'll drop it back to the bottom and then continue with what I'm doing. So maybe we can get a KOB. Dis ons lekker kalm hierso. Is hier enige klippe waarvoor ek moet oppas of iets? Is die klippe hier naby?
Ja, hier is klippe hier.
Oeh, aan!
Daar's hy.
Aan! Ek wil sê dit is 'n vis. Well, it wasn't long, and yeah, we've got it on here. I think it's a small KOB. We fished that first spot, and Gerard said no, let's move to another spot, and your first throw probably, I don't know, this fish hit me what, Gerard, 5 meters from the shore, and I asked him, is there rocks here, and he said, yeah, there's a little bit, and yeah, and I thought it was a fish, and then second bounce on again, and I felt it again, and I felt, no, that's no rock, that's a fish. So there we go, small KOB. Let's see if we can get him out. Looks like he's hooked properly. Well, it's been a while since I've been light tackle fishing in the rivers, and yeah guys, it's really fun in this light tackle. Just want to be patient and then work him out here. Come on, man. That's it. Ah, here we go. A little breede coblet. Look at that paddle tail. Perfect hookup in the upper jaw. Won't get out there, but yeah. Kry my ek so af in man. There we go. Lekker KOB. Ja, lekker. Thanks Gerard. Hope you can get a couple of more. Called it spot on. Oh, 5-inch paddle tail. Okay, awesome. I know how to go. Off she goes. Lekker.
En so by 'n klip.
Just want to quickly run the setups through that I used. As you guys can see, I'm at the water again, so obviously it is raining as usual, as presented. Go to the water and it starts to rain. That's how it works. But anyway, it's lekker weather to fish during the day, midday. It's really, actually, it's good weather to fish during the day, especially with lures. I've got two setups here. We're basically just going to target grunters and KOB, and we're just waiting for the tide to start to push before we're going to try our luck with some grunters on top waters. Maybe we get lucky with those, but for the KOB it is slightly heavier than your average estuary tackle for KOB, because we're fishing the breede, and at any time, at any moment, you can get stuck into 100-pound fish. So there's some seriously big KOB in this river, so I upped the tackle a bit. Usually I'll fish like an 8-pound or a 10-pound, and I think this is a 15 or 20-pound grinder braid that I have on, and then a 4000 Sedona. It's not the most expensive of reels, but then an Assassin Armia heavy. I think it is 3/4 ounce to 1.5 ounce or something like that. You can just check. Yes, 3/4 ounce to 1.5 ounce. It's got a lot of backbone, and it's still light enough for the smaller KOB, like that smaller KOB that you guys saw that I got. And if I hook into a big KOB, this rod is more than capable of handling it. And then I started off with a light. There's no fancy leaders or anything. It's just a small just a FG knot straight onto a piece of mono that is about 1 meter to 1.2 meters long. And I started off with a 4.45 fluorocarbon, and I saw that it was a bit chafed after that small cobby, and I was a bit scared to stay on that 4.5. Maybe we hook into a bigger KOB and then we might have some problems. So I upped the leader size to a 0.65, which is actually really heavy fishing in estuary, especially with artificials. But I don't want to miss out. There is, as you guys can see, these rocks like that. Here there's another ledge in the water exactly like this ledge I'm standing on, so I don't want to be cut off by a decent sized KOB or even the teeth chasing through my leader. Now that leader goes onto a quick release clip. You guys can see there that little quick release clip. You just click your lure on like this, and then what that helps is that you don't have to retie every time directly to your lure. And by doing that, by tying your leader directly onto your lure, every time you put on a new lure, you have to cut off a piece of your leader, and it gets shorter and shorter, and then eventually you have to replace your leader, and it saves a lot of time. And it's just quick to change your lure. Then my second setup, still attached to my bag here. These quick spin bags work really lekker. I've got all my tackle in it, extra rod on the go, and this is what I'm going to use for the grunters. The top water is already all on with two little stinger hooks at the back, and this is the light setup. It's a Shimano Sustain 2500 loaded with 8-pound ultra finesse or ultra thin or whatever, I can't remember what you call it, JDB, really thin stuff, light. And then on that I've got a 0.38 maximal leader on for the grunters. I don't like to use fluoro for the grunters. One reason why is that we're fishing really slow and fluoro sinks, and it can influence the action of your lure, and the water, like you guys can see, there's a lot of color in the water, so fluoro is not going to be that big of an issue. But it's more important for me to get the right action out of my lure. So fishing fluoro is not really necessary to fish for the grunters in these dirty water, because it does sink, and because you're fishing really slow, it actually influences the action of your lure. So if you're fishing plugs and you're fishing fast, fluoro doesn't matter. Fishing fluoro doesn't matter because it sinks, because it won't have any influence on the lure's action. And yeah, that's my setup. Maybe later on I'll go through a couple of lures that I like and what I prefer. I threw a couple of bucktails and I threw a couple of hard jerk baits, but I'm back onto the paddle tail, and Karat lost like a cobby there on a paddle tail as well, so hopefully we can get another cobby. Let's see if we can't get one, man.
Yeah, lekker noppie.
Dit Jan. Ha! Yeah, it works. Lekker. You guys see what I did there? So I was stuck, and then what you do is you flip your bail arm over, keep pressure, hold the spool, and then basically pull till it's like maximum pressure, and then release your finger. And what that does, it pulls pressure, and then a sudden shock releases your paddle tail from the rock. And yeah, most of the times you get them out like now, and yeah, don't have to retie my stuff, everything is lekker, good to go. Oh, mis ek hom, damn it, ek het hom gesien hier reg voor my. Ah, yes, ek het gesien 'n flash hy. Yes, that was amazing. I saw that cock eat my lure 2-3 meters from the shore. It was amazing, but yeah, fortunately missed it. Bit of verskoors, as we say in Afrikaans. So, but Gerard says we're going to catch a grunter now on top water. Nee, Gerard? But we're gonna go and try. Lekker. Seems like Gerard put us on the spot, and as we got here, we saw a grunter tail. So let's hope they feed. They are full of nonsense. You can ask any artificial lure angler. It is not easy to catch a grunter on a top water. They can be so full of nonsense. But they are definitely here, because they are tailing. I wish I had my drone here. I can fly onto those tailing fish and show them to you guys. There's definitely a paar visse op die plaat. Yes, is een reg voor my. Jeez, ek grunter tailing. Ja. Oh, another one. Yo. Oh, he's nog geen. Guys, they are tailing. Come, fishy. Yo, two tails. Jeez. Just check this out. Netty. Guys, the grunters are tailing right here. They're tailing at the back. They're tailing over there. They are tailing all over. Yo. Is it bad fish in here? we saw a hell of a load of grunters tailing right in front of us all over the place, but we couldn't entice one to chow on the lures, so we're going to leave them for now, and we're going to go back and look for a KOB, and yeah, we might fish for a grunter just before we leave as well, but we don't want to miss the pushing tide now. We just started to push, so we're going to fish for a KOB and then maybe go back and fish for a grunter again just before we go home. Hopefully we could get a KOB now. Nee man, nie weer nie. Nee man. Oh, Gerard missed 2 fish there. I'm just going to work my way towards him. 2 fish in 2 consecutive casts, so maybe there's a little shoal there or something. And look at Gerard's paddle tail. Definitely. Net 'n byt voor. Okay guys, it was just a quick afternoon session. They're running out of sunlight now, so we're gonna head back home, and yeah, if you guys want to see more videos of this type of fishing, let me know and I can make them. I do enjoy a little bit of light tackle fishing in the estuaries, so yeah, if you guys want to see more, I'm more than willing to make them for you guys, so let me know. It's a good alternative when the weather is bad. And yeah guys, if you want to hook up with Gerard from Molloway Charters, check out his Facebook account and send him a inbox or a message. I'll leave a link to his Facebook page down in the bottom. He has a fully kitted boat, everything you need to catch a 100-pound KOB, and yeah, he knows his way around this river, I can promise you guys. And yeah, hook up with him and yeah, give him a call and go and see if you can't catch a 100-pound fish with Gerard. The southeast was pumping lekker today, and see, they predicted a bit of more southeast for tomorrow and next week, so things look quite good for the early spring season. So hopefully we're gonna catch some monster fish very soon. So yeah, if you don't want to miss out on those fish, give this video a like. Please consider subscribing to Zuluk Fishing. Hit that bell notification and turn on your notifications so that you will get notified once I upload a new video. And yeah, until the next one guys, cheers.